one and get really good, right? He's played like support, middle, and off lane in the last year. And he's good enough to do it, but like, if you're that good of a player, I feel like just stick with one, get really good at it, you know? Because this Infamous team has struggled a bunch.
Yeah.
Compared to like, right, Pain and Pain X, it's just like EG and Ford. It feels like there's two clear teams in SA. Like, I would say these are the next two best teams probably, Thunder Predator and Infamous.
Yeah. When we saw Pain yesterday, it really felt like they were just messing around.
Yeah.
It's like they were so far ahead. And I think part of it is because they have so much LAN experience at this point. But so does Infamous. Like, Pepito was at tons of LANs last year.
Yeah, he was.
Tomato.
Even this team was they were at Dream League together.
Yeah, I feel like this team should be better than what they're putting out. I agree with you.
Because Thunder Predator, they handled them 2-0 yesterday, and they picked a Shadow Fiend. Like, if you're losing, I mean, Shadow Fiend's definitely got a few buffs, but if you're losing to Shadow Fiend, you know something's wrong. Like, I don't think that hero's that good.
Yeah. I would agree with you, by the way, the point that you made earlier about Attune. It sucks that I think what happened was fair because you can't go back and replay their games or anything.
Yeah. I think it was like P. Diddy said in his one song, "You did it to yourself. Now you're all alone." And that's kind of what happened to them. Because I'm sure his team didn't want to talk to him after that. I mean, they're still like most of them are together.
Yeah, Jaimari, ride or die, you know.
I gotta quit. Did you guys bring up the Matthew? I thought Matthew quit due to personal reasons for Infamous, but he's on Thunder Predator. So but I thought it was personal like family issues. Yeah, and this I don't. Well, apparently met his Dota family or something.
That's what I asked Tomato about that. I was like, "Yo, what's going on?" I was like, "You're playing in Dream League," and he's like, "Yo, Matthew just quit on us like the day before we had to fly."
God, that would suck. Thank God. I think Schofield's really good. So
he is. He was. Yeah. He didn't get kicked.
I think so.
He got kicked, and then now he's back or something?
I mean, hey, OG did hit one TI with Anna, so anything – I mean, it's true. I think Infamous – I think they have another good chance of getting to the minor at least, if not the major.
I'd be so hyped
these two teams.
if an SA team was, like, top tier. I'd be, like –
I would agree.
I'd be super hyped about that.
It just doesn't – right? Like, Pain people think's the best, even though they did worse than Pain X at the major. It just something's not clicking. I don't know what the hell it is, but there's a first pick IO. That's a pretty good pick.
We saw a lot of third pick IOs yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
Just not getting banned at all? That's crazy.
Not getting banned and picked up late. It was always Pain who would grab it, too.
I'm not opposed to the drafts or the bans that they had, though. Like, Axe.
You think Axe is good? I do not think Axe is good anymore. From what I've discussed, I think he gets owned in lane now. Like, you actually go against, like, a Dazzle in the new Lifestealer or something like that, you will die in, like, one hit. That hero gets melted now, it feels like.
And the new Dazzle kind of owns everybody.
That's true. New Dazzle.
What was the second ban, Austin, on Radiant? Or on Thunder Predator side?
Grimstroke.
You got to get rid of that hero.
Yeah.
Grimstroke's in Captain's Mode?
Yeah.
Grimstroke's in Captain's Mode.
And he is very good.
Yeah, I expected some nerfs. I was like, they'll put him in Captain's Mode, they'll nerf him a bit, and everything will be fine.
Nerfed his Q like a very little bit. They're like, have fun, everyone, with this 3-second hit
his Q
silence.
Isn't even the problem. Like, Inkswell and his W are easily the more overpowered spells.
Grimstroke is probably the least creative hero.
Oh.
Like, at some point, somebody was just like, you know what we're going to do? We're going to make, like, some, like, weird Frittata. We're going to, like, just give him an amalgamation of everyone's, like, best abilities. And just
so we're going to give him Power Shot, but
we're
in
reverse Power Shot.
We're going to give we're going to give him Ion Shell.
We're going to give him Ion Shell, Slardar Stun.
Okay.
We're going to give him Ion Shell, Slardar Stun combined that you can cast on other people.
Okay.
And then we're going to give him Weaver Bugs.
That silence.
Okay. What about the ultimate, though?
I mean, the ultimate is just like,
it's just own it.
Yeah, it's just good. It's objectively like it's got to be like a top 3 ability.
So you're saying they started with the ultimate?
It's actually just own it.
You guys let it through?
We let it through instead of some other hero. I forget why.
How
I think Venom said he didn't think it was that good, and then we just got double silence the entire game. Dude, I don't know. Yeah, his silence and ulti are actually the silence for sure. I think it's a big problem.
So
incredibly good.
So it didn't work out for you letting it through.
No, Grimstroke is definitely a banned hero. I would ban that hero every game if you don't have like first pick. I think first pick's really important.
He's incredible. He does so much in every phase of the game.
He does.
Because the crazy part about him is that his laning phase is like top tier, and then he scales because at some point you can get Hex.
Yeah, and you will farm on that hero because your Q actually lets you farm.
Yeah, he just one-shots crew twice. Yeah. Then you get the distant, you get like an Aether Lens, and you can cast it. It's like it's a Cuddle Blast as well. Like you just.
Yeah. Are you surprised they took Earthshaker instead of Morph? Because they knew the Gyro was coming, right?
Yeah.
And usually a lot of teams just like Morphling versus and they just take Earthshaker instead.
Well, I think you still like Earthshaker though. against this matchup, especially the Earthshaker that people have been going with the Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah. Where's Lich? I'm pretty sure that hero's busted. But I've seen not many people picking it. And I feel like it's one of the most busted heroes. W is so good now.
The Frost Shield?
Yeah, it's like 30% at level 1, like 60% at level 4, right? Damage reduction? Are you serious? That's insane.
It is only the physical damage, and I think you're I think you don't actually win lanes as hard as people expected him to.
Yeah.
Because his W is very low damage.
That's true.
And then if none of your other abilities, you still actually max out your Q for the laning phase, but then you're just a Lich without.
I was told you go like 1-4-1.
I mean, I guess that just depends if your focus is more on winning the laning phase or if it's having this like 60% damage reduction with around like minute 10 or something.
So you don't think he's that good, like as good as people think he is?
I think that his laning phase is still a problem, and I think there's still a focus on laning phase for this patch because the deny switch around, like now you get gold instead of experience. Well, there's still going to be a heavy focus on denies. If anything, carries are going to jerk themselves off more because they're like, the gold's down.
Don't take it from me. Don't take my 8 golds from me. I'm like, please, dude, I have 1 branch and a wind lace. Dude, falling behind on support this patch feels harder.
Does it?
Well, that's like, I don't know why, because I didn't think that much changed. But like, as an undying, like if you die once in lane, you're just like level 4 at like 12 minutes, and you're like, what the hell? You just don't know how to catch. I don't know. I've watched a lot of pros, too. It just feels like we're seeing a lot more level 6 at 20 minutes now.
Yeah.
What are your 3, for you, Grant, what are your 3 heroes that you feel like are going to get hit the hardest with the next nerf?
Probably Scylla, Grimstroke, and I actually don't know. I think
Scylla's
Syllabear is
crazy.
at 60%.
Brewmaster.
He's extremely broken.
Dude, Brewmaster is broken as hell.
We can add him as our third, then. I think those 3 I think Scylla's the most broken. Then I'd probably say Grim and Panda are pretty
For me,
good.
it's like conceptually the heroes that I feel are like ultra broken are when they're broken in 2 different roles, right? I think Brewmaster's broken as a support and an offlane, so.
Yeah. And a carry. Or do you think? I don't know. I've been seeing it mostly played as
be
carry.
that too, yeah.
Like, I know Fear's been playing it on their team as carry.
Yeah.
Even though he plays 5, so that wouldn't make sense. He's been playing pups as carry.
That's an Ember Spirit. One of the better ways to deal with IO Gyro.
You need some serious lockdown if you're Infamous.
Yeah. So they take the Shaman, which I think is a good idea. You need more ways to start the fight too. I wonder if Thunder Predator like swerve and they take this Earthshaker as like some sort of offlaner, and then you take a Silencer.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was saying about the Earthshaker matchup against the Wisp Gyro. He's like a Centaur, and then he also takes advantage, just like a Centaur does, of the fact that you have no lockdown between that combination. So your Aghanim Scepter is like free.
Yeah. It's miserable playing Wisp Gyro against Silencer, but it kind of makes their lanes pretty. Like you'd have like some weird lanes. You'd have Silencer +1, which I think is pretty weak. Like Silencer works best as a support when you know you're gonna be like 2-on-1 and you get to just glaive and curse people. But when people 2-on-2 fight you back, your hero just doesn't do anything. It feels like paper.
There's a hero we'd normally be surprised about, but his agility. He has a lot of armor now.
And traditionally, he matches up well against Gyro, right?
Yeah. I mean, you just get on top, right? If he does anything, you just pop ulti. Seems like a pretty damn good Slark game. I think most carries just think Slark's like broken. Everyone thought he would be AM, and they're like, Slark's pretty good too, and it turns out Slark's really good, and AM's not that good.
The Monkey Man.
Oh no.
You don't like it, or?
No, it's you have to know 1-on-1 Ember versus. Let me tell you, Ember versus Monkey has to be the most obnoxious matchup in Dota.
Yeah.
Why is that?
You just can't do anything. You can't step up in lane.
And you've already picked your Slark, so you can't even go side lane Ember Spirit.
No. So you just there's guaranteed Monkey's gonna have at least 2 good lanes.
Yeah. You might even like if I were Thunder Predator, I would consider just parking the Bane mid, and just trying to get Ember some levels.
I think the new Enfeeble's actually bad versus Monkey King middle. Like you wish you just had the minus damage. Like this is one of the few times you're like, I wish I had minus damage.
What is it, like status res now?
It's attack speed and status resistance, I believe.
It does mean that you can be asleep for forever.
Yep.
Holy crap.
So you go 4 4-0-4.
4-0-4, and your team just hates you and you lose the game, but at least you had fun. At least how much have you guys played, would you say, like, of this new patch?
I've been playing like 6 solo queue games a day, so I've been playing a lot.
Nice. I know you've been playing a bunch too, right, Cap?
Yeah, I would say I've probably played I would guess about 35 games so far.
That's good. How much of the patch, do you just, when you guys look at patch notes, what do you look for? Do you actually, like, try to read the whole thing, or do you look for, like, certain stuff, or, like, skim?
I read the whole thing, but I try and discard stuff that I think is irrelevant.
Like, I agree.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that people will like to, like, oh, this
latch
little interaction will, like, and I'm just
and
like,
I
think it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So I think I try and find the important things about the heroes.
I never read them. I still haven't read this special.
Oh, that's good.
If I'm just honest here, I never read them.
So let's just experience his Dota. He's like a kid just going into this new store, and he has no idea what's there, and he's just surprised and excited by everything.
Dude,
or in this case, the opposite.
I have ruined
he's like,
so many pub games.
You're just like, this hero's still good. It's the worst hero in the game.
I tried picking Necro. I told you that, Austin, right? I was like, Necro mid, guys. What is this garbage?
Why am I not regenning?
God, Necro, that's...
I went 4-4-1. I was like, what the
Dude, speaking of candy, have you ever been to a really nice candy store?
Yes.
Dude, that's like even as an adult now, like you go to like a two-layered candy store, and it's just... I love sour candy, so when you have an option to not just get Sour Patch Kids,
Dude,
it's a good choice.
You know what the best are? The strips. Like the
I love those.
Single color strips.
Yeah, I love those, and I roll them up and eat them in one bite.
There's
That's great.
in the malls by here. We can go by Ontario Mills, like right here.
Oh yeah, we've been to that.
There's a sweet shop.
Yeah,
it's called a sweet shop.
We went in there.
They just have tons of those rolls.
I know, it's great.
You want to get like 60 of them and split them?
Probably not, but I'm trying to. No, I probably would. Yeah, I'll have to say yeah here.
You can order them online for like $25 for that carton of them. They used to give them out at my schools, like 2 strips for 50 cents. Now you can buy that for like a 200 count for $25 as an adult.
So you're a sour guy, not a sweet guy?
I'm 100% a sour guy.
Okay, me too. Whoa.
That's a Doom.
This hero's still really tanky. This hero just runs at you. He's like a better Tidehunter now. Even though Tidehunter has like AoE Ravage, Doom actually is just unkillable once he gets like his first 2 items. His regen is insane.
I'm down to see Doom Wisp for now. Like go together in the lane. And then Shaman and Gyro in one lane.
Yeah, I think you want that. Because Slark can abuse Doom sometimes. Because his low armor just means if you do start racking up SM shifts, you start packing a serious punch. Did they actually swerve? No.
Yeah, Matthew's on Rubik. No, so does, it's an off lane.
Okay, so here's the issue now. Is Jaimari is going to hate life.
And he's a tilty player. You don't want him to hate his life.
Oh, Grant, I know that Jaimari is a tilty player.
I think the last qualifiers we did for SA, we talked about the J. I'm choking.
Much like Jaimari may in this matchup against Monkey King.
What's up, Grant?
He's
good. He's good.
I'm good. I had to drink some Mutant Monster, but I
don't know. I feel like down the sickness.
I had to wash it. I don't know. I feel like Infamous just has a way better draft. But with this patch, I'm still like getting used to, is it actually that good of a draft? Or am I overlooking something?
I think that Infamous has the better draft, but we will see how it goes. Because it is still it's a good Ember game outside of the mid matchup. Yeah. So the question for me is if Infamous can
get out of the laning phase.
Or if ThunderP can get out of the laning phase. Like their team still looks okay, and their team fight is still good.
And this is a game that Slark can take over for sure.
Wait, can't Slark Dark packed off the Sheepstick now? Or the Hex? Isn't that one of the...
So you can.
So they picked him with... I mean, it feels like Slark and Ember could have pretty nice games. Yeah. And, like, if they get past the lane phase, like we said, if you can somehow turtle up, like, those heroes are just going to own. Like, Slark getting on top of any of these heroes is good.
You know who's going to have a bit of a difficult time is that both Ember Spirit and Slark, who are your 2 Doom targets, both have like an instant reaction spell.
Yeah.
Right? So it's
true.
Papito's play is going to be really essential here.
Yo, I just read in the Reddit thread.
The Doom.
King Tekka left Playmakers.
Oh, he left him in between game 1 and 2 of yesterday.
Yeah. What?
Yeah. I don't know. That's what, like...
That is the most King Tekka thing I've ever heard of in my life.
I think Kitchak just said, he's like, there goes one more team down. He just, like, left between game 1 and 2.
We casted their series. They got bodied by Pain. And then he just was like, I'm done.
I guess he played the game 1 of the next series and then left between those. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did they forfeit?
I don't think so. I mean, I guess we're going to find out, right? Because they're playing right now as well.
Are they?
Yeah, they're playing against Infamous Young.
Yeah, I jumped into their lobby. They were I didn't see King Tekka there.
Dude, Infamous Young. Talking about SX, I know a lot of people don't know about SX. That Robo Z guy thinks pretty good. Like the one player on that team that I know, he plays Storm. He plays a lot of Storm in pubs. I don't know why. And I don't know. I just like watch him play. And I'm like, this guy's pretty good. I just thought I'd add that because Infamous Young, I don't really know much of the other players on them, but him, I'm like, I've seen him play a lot.
I think I've got that guy muted. In fact, I know I do.
Yes.
I 100% have RoboZ.
Yes. I was going to ask you, William, what's your thoughts about RoboZ?
If you're a high MMR player and you don't have RoboZ muted like that,
are you saying you're high MMR, Blitz?
I'm getting there again. Don't worry.
Are you?
Don't worry. Yeah.
Well, okay. So a lot of people say MMR is just a number, but like, say someone like RoboZ did get rank 2 or something. What would you take out of that? Honestly,
I'd say so. I think that MMR is like. It's kind of like, you know, when a business is trying to hire for a job and they see like one candidate has college experience and the other doesn't.
Yeah.
It's like I don't think that everyone that went to college is like necessarily bright, and everyone that didn't isn't. But it's like it's the easiest way to measure if you're just looking at people that you don't know, right?
Yeah.
So if you're looking at two players, like you're looking at a guy who might be good. Who knows? Maybe there's some 3,000 MMR player that does actually have the mind of Kuroki.
I don't know about 3,000 MMR, but maybe rank 300.
Yeah. But then, you know, he just can't play fast for whatever reason, you know.
Are you describing Jubei?
But then, but then you have this guy who's like rank 4 or 5. Like that guy is always going to get the chance because he's put in the time.
Yeah.
Because he graduated from Harvard.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, it might have been in like some like bullshit degree, but you don't know that.
He's there, exactly. You don't know if it's like civil engineering. So is that an important one? I've heard about that.
Civil engineering.
What does that actually do? What is civil engineering? Like, what is it actually?
I don't know.
Oh, so you're laughing at me. My answer could be right that it's useless.
It's engineering.
You're an every
are almost always useful.
So engineering's always useful. What about the guy who engineered the U-turn? The U-turn's stupid. I don't know.
How can you turn around?
That's like civil engineering, right? Because it's a civil servant, and you, I don't know, take a couple lefts.
Never look back?
Take 3 lefts. 3 lefts is right.
That's a waste of time.
I dated
an engineer. Okay, I actually did know this. It's an engineer who maintains roads, bridges,
so I was right with the U-turn.
Similar structures.
He did do the U-turn.
I was literally just about to say that some girl that I knew in college,
did civil engineering.
And what she does is she works in DC and she maps roads, like traffic lights and stuff. That's what she does.
Does she do the U-turns?
Grant, how did you
I don't
get
know
here?
if she does the
Grant,
U-turns.
how did you get here today?
On a flight.
On a road.
No, on a flight.
You had to drive here.
The rest of the
time. I walked in the snow in Colorado. It was kind of cold, but just to prove this discussion wrong, I
knew it was going to happen.
I knew this discussion was happening.
Wait, where did this go? Where did this even pan from? We started at MMR. Now we started.
Timeout. I don't know.
We were saying that.
That top
graduated
MMR
from Princeton, but you don't know if he actually
a good degree.
Got a good degree or in something useless.
But
like
at the same time, you know that guy who went, and the other guy who hasn't done shit.
Yeah. You're always gonna take that guy. Yeah. I don't know. Infamous as a team, I think they might have. I don't know. They just don't play as a team. That's one other thing I want to add. In the games I've watched since Dream League, they just don't play as a team. It's really weird. They play this like mini EG style where they just sit in all 3 lanes, and even if they're losing, they'll continue to do it.
Yeah.
And I think that's really bad.
The one thing about Pain that sets them apart, I think, is their willingness. Even when they go against teams like VP and stuff that are just better at them than what they do, which is just like pure aggression, run at you, like try to have good lanes and run at you. At least they're doing something together.
Exactly. Instead of just losing slowly. Yeah. I agree.
I hate that.
Early fight, and Rubik's going to be in trouble. Matthew's going to get the telekinesis drop down onto 2 of them, so that's a good setup. They do manage to keep the Jingle Mastery stacks away.
Yeah, he's got it.
No, he can't. He will
I don't
die.
think he can.
Yeah, Whisper. That was smart. Like, only the monkey had to go, and he did. That was really smart.
Okay, so they're going to get 3.
Oh, no. Yeah, 4.
For a Wisp?
Have you heard my idea, Grant? If you get the first 8 bounty runes of the game should just end.
Why?
It's just like a mechanic that I think would be interesting.
I feel that might. I don't know. This definitely feels like it could be abuse somehow. I'm not sure how, but Techies would actually become a good hero. I think. I think Techies would actually become a good hero if that was a true thing.
I've been saying this for a while that I think this should be a thing. Austin can tell you it's my Exodia idea.
Yeah. Sometimes Blitz just won't let go of his dumbass ideas.
So you say.
So why is? So they did what you kind of said they would, but it's a Rubik middle instead of a Bane.
I guess because the Rubik kind of accomplishes the same thing. Because Monkey King hates dual lanes.
Yeah.
But I mean, Bane needs to be bottom, or I think they're going to lose two different lanes.
Lose.
Yeah, exactly.
Does he hate this dual lane though?
Kind of.
I mean, the most impact that's happened is Matthew telekinesed and threw him away from a creep, so he couldn't get the CS.
That's good. That's value.
That was the most effective thing he's done so far.
Oh, yeah, what do you think of the transformation avoiding spells? Or
it's
whatever?
Unbelievable.
That's actually that's supposed to be in the game, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
That's an intended mechanic.
Like, does not feel like it should be,
put that
right?
in the changelog.
Yeah,
it shouldn't be. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. I'm not a beta tester anymore.
No, I mean
it's insane.
Okay, IceFrog definitely intended that. I'm not sure if he intended the PA.
Like
one.
how? Yeah,
the PA one is that was not obvious from the changelog.
So how are you guys enjoying just the patch in general?
I think it's really fun.
I think change is just good, right? Even if we end up hating this in 3 months, I think just changing it up to show what we had was good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like it. I love change.
You know what happens in every patch, Grant? Is
20-minute games until people learn how to farm the jungle, and then you have real Dota.
Well, that was much more elaborate than I expected. But what ends up happening is that people always end up missing the previous patch.
Yeah, that's true.
And that just means like the game is well designed. You just need to let it get to that point. Like, it has to flesh itself out first.
I'm pretty sure you lose this, yeah.
Yeah, Prada needs an update on this.
Wait up, okay.
You don't win the matchup against Shadow Shaman, but with the help of a tune.
Oh, nice dodge into the tree.
Fairy Fire away. Papita's going to try and go for Prada here, but at the same time, he's easily going to die to a tune. Prada makes his way out of the trees, and first blood is given to Thunder Predator.
And that's Slark. That's permanent agility, baby.
Can't take that away.
Really can't.
Much like that civil engineering degree.
Yeah. Just suicides. I don't know. Suiciding to neutral, so he's down for 20 cents. It's still worth it if you buy out completely. Like, I think people stop doing it for... I don't know why. Like, you're dead for a lot longer, but 20 seconds on a Bane, just buy out suicide, you're still back in time.
Also, is Soul offlaning a thing now? Because this is what they've been doing. Like, they moved the Rubik out of mid and to bottom instead of to top.
They did that in quals, too, if you remember. They were the only team that never 2-1-2'd.
I mean, it's if you look at the last hits denies, I guess it's working, right? Ember's having a decent time. Slark isn't. Actually, no, it's just middle that's having a good time. Who'd have guessed? Like, Earthshaker's not farming at all, and Slark.
Bottom lane, telekinesis dropped onto Moose, but Moose does manage to get off the shackle, still dies, though. In the 2 versus 3, Papita doesn't have to worry about these heroes, but Moose is very susceptible.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just securing Slark, right? They're like, wait, this guy, he has to have a good lane. We don't care about our Earthshaker. He'll be level 3. It's whatever.
They did this every time for a tune. Like, I remember I was thinking about it like when I watched them play last time. I was like, this can't be the best way to play. You know, because they would try lane from every game.
Yeah.
But apparently it works for them.
And in a new patch, maybe people are just confused on what to do against it, so just surprising people.
It's also different, right? Because if every other team plays this 2-1-2 style except you,
yeah,
it's I'm assuming it's just kind of a weird thing to be able to play against.
Yeah. God, I don't know. This Doom, though, he is going to be, I think he's going to be pretty jacked. He's not the one dying, right? Like, his lane partner's dying. He's just farming the jungle, farming here. He's having a good time.
Yeah.
They literally can't go on him. He just regens too much now.
The regen. I don't know. I've always been a fan. I think HP talents are like the best talent, the HP per second talents. Like on Dirge, he gets 8. I think it's super broken.
Yeah.
I take that over cast range anytime. I just think HP per second.
Have you played the new Undying, Grant?
Oh, yeah.
You enjoying him?
Not after he got nerfed like 2 days ago, right? Tombstone takes 1 less hit now. Like, I think PL, like, I know it doesn't matter, like, carry versus support matchup, but you actually can't play versus PL anymore. Like, literally, you cannot play versus PL.
Aren't you still really happy, though, with the ultimate change?
Yeah. No,
nice bait. He is going to be giving up the lifesteal, but Whisper still goes down, beautifully baited by Jaimari.
Damn.
Dude, Jaimari's sick.
Matthew needs some help here from the Earthshaker and doesn't actually need the Fisher. They give up on the chase.
We casted a game with Jay Mar, remember? Like, after you told your story at the last qualifiers, and, like, didn't he go, like, beyond godlike?
Yeah, he owns.
Maybe you're like, he's your bad luck charm, but you're his good luck charm.
Yeah.
He owns. Like, just random games.
I only dislike him because I got him one night, I got him 3 games in a row, and I got
Is he dead again?
Oh. Is he?
Tries to dodge, still going to be slept up. Shadow Shaman TPing in. They are going to commit for this. Ember Spirit. Not actually going for the Shackles. Instead, they're going to go for Moose, but...
Too many creeps.
Too many creeps. Too afraid of that Monkey King.
So are you guys 2 or 3 Wraith Band buyers?
I'm 3.
3. You get
what
as
about
many
bracers?
of those as possible.
4.
4. Dude, I think they're actually bringing back the Dota 1 build. I mean, that was Dota 1, right? You just buy like 4 bracers, boots of travel on every hero.
No, if you're Dota 1 building, you go first item Ring of Regen with 2 Ironwood branches and Tangos.
Yeah.
You usually buy a TV, but you go in for free now. That's great.
Yeah. Do you remember that? Everyone would just go Ring of Regen and Ironwoods.
Yeah.
Why was that?
Because that was people
thought
didn't know
it was
tangos
efficient.
were people didn't know tangos were good either. People were like, why would I eat a tree and get healed over time?
Yeah, why? Like, it feels inefficient using consumables.
And nowadays, it's like if you don't have a clarity, you're a dumbass. Like if you don't have a clarity past 10 minutes in the game, like you're just considered dumb. I don't know. The Gyro's free fire, right? We haven't like talked about it at all. He's just 42 and 19. I mean, those 19 denies, right? What's 19 times 8? Or close. What's 8 times? I mean, he's made like an extra 200 gold.
All right, well, Grant figures out his NA math. Matthew going to be taking a lot of damage here, and Frank's going to be chased down as well, potentially. Missile hits him. They get pick up the level 6 on Gyrocopter. Drop the bomb on him. Jaimari is going to come in from the side, though, trying to pick up the fast kill onto Schofield, commits the Spirits, and will be able to get the kill on one support. Now the other, Moose, actually is going to be able to get off the Shackles here on Jaimari, but Jaimari finished off Tomato first, and now with Sleep with coming up from Prada, Moose is going to be stuck here for a while. Takes a lot of damage in with the Earthshaker coming in. He can actually get a Fisher off. They should be able to finish off Moose. A healing salve buys him a bit more damage, but that'll be Prada with the double kill.
Wow.
Dude, he literally like pinpoint that sleep on the Shackle. Like right when Shackle went out, he just grabbed him and they got the kill because that was sick. I was like, this Gyro's just going to go uncontested and win, huh? And then they actually rotate people in.
Dude, Jaimari's good.
Yeah, he's playing really well.
It does help that he was given the dual lane matchup, which means that the rest of Infamous's lineup should be doing well. And you can see, like, reflected, they have 2 of the top CS in the game.
Yeah.
Their Doom isn't behind it all compared to the Earthshaker, but
it's really good, yeah.
It's Thunder Predator's willingness to just gather up, take fights, be there with more people.
I feel like as IO, don't you want to farm a little bit more? Like, isn't IO greedier for?
I mean, you're just going to want to take stacks.
Oh.
He's not that under-farmed.
Yeah, I'm just looking. He's 9 and 6. But
they're probably giving him the tome.
Yeah. I mean, the cool part about Gyro is you just farm Ancients together. And hopefully he's been stacking Ancients.
I don't even know where Ancients are right now.
The Ancients, they look different. The Wolves. I don't know.
No stacks yet.
The new jungle, I still don't know if it's bad or good for carries. I assume good, right? Now that you have all the attack speed, too, on the Wraith bands, I don't know. Like, I've seen that people like the new Naga, right? You just jungle at level 4 and you farm faster than you do in lane.
Yeah, there are definitely certain heroes. I think Terrorblade's still kind of the same as well. You just jungle very early on.
Yeah. By the way, they're still, when it comes to net worth, like, they're fine. They have 3 out of the top 4. It's just, like Grant said, the thing about Infamous that he doesn't really like is it doesn't feel like they play as much as a team. So we'll see whether or not that gets reflected as the Doom overkill.
No
maybe a little bit.
They'll get the tower for it, though.
Oh, yeah, he was on the killing spree, yeah. Just good money for Whisper. He has a crown. He's going drums, huh? Why? I still crown. Like, why? Hey, plus 4 to all stats. Who wants to be the king? Like, why is there a crown in the game? What? Like, where did this come from?
Well, it's a circlet, right? A circlet is like a prince's.
Okay,
it's a prince's crown, and then you've got the king's crown, right?
Again, it's just 2 more stats. The king is only 2 stats above the peasant.
Or you look at it this way, he's twice as much as the prince.
That's true.
Huh?
I mean, the prince is a peasant, if you actually agree. Like, no one actually respects the prince.
What? Everyone respects
Everyone
the
prince. Because that guy's going to be king someday. You don't want to be on the bad side of him.
Princes are more killed than kings. That's
factual.
Is that true? It is very true.
Where are you getting these facts from?
Where are you getting these facts from?
Roman mythology Wikipedia.
Have you figured out 19 times 8 yet?
I mean, no. I think it's like
All right, what's 80 times 10?
800.
What?
80 times 10?
Okay.
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
So
That's
then,
right. You're right.
then,
Okay, why am I getting laughed at?
if you do, no. I meant to say what's 8 times 10.
I just don't know where Grant is
What's
going.
8 times 10?
I don't know where he's
going with
8
this.
times 10 is 80, right?
Yes.
Then you do that again.
8 times 10 times 10? Do I need to know my
8 times
PEMDAS?
20 is what? What's 80 plus 80?
160.
Okay, and 19, so then you just remove an 8 from that.
So he made 152 gold.
Yes.
That's pretty good from just denies. That's 3 full creeps, if not more.
Hell yeah. We did math.
We did it.
Oh, boy.
Dude, that does add up. Like, if you think about it, denies actually do make a big like, that's just 3 free creeps in a free farm lane, right?
I'm getting flashbacks. Blitz is the tutor for Grant. Stun out onto Frank. They managed to get the Centaur stun in as well, so he's not feeling good about an Echo Slam. He'll just lose his life here.
Well, these two are playing together.
Midline. They're going to try and jump on Moose. Moose already dead.
Moose has died so many times this game.
Moose?
How many deaths does he have? 5?
Dire's middle tower is under
5.
attack.
0, 5, and 2.
0, 5, and 2. He's had a rough one.
It's not been a good day for our Shadow
I do
Shaman
like
player.
Doom and Monkey King are playing together, though. Like, they've just, they roamed bottom, got the kill, got the tower. They roam top. They get a kill. They're going to get a lot of damage on the tower.
Yeah.
And this Gyro, right? I mean, Gyro's just going to come online eventually. And you're going to have...
They know where he is. They have division on the high ground. They get the Fiend's grip. They lock him down. The relocate's going to come in, but it's already a bit too late. Papita's at half health. A great Fisher onto 3. The Gyrocopter's going to let loose that ultimate. And Matthew turns around and actually steals Rocket Barrage instead. Prada trying to get away to the high ground right now, being chased by Tabano, but now the rest of the team is here as well. The relocate back will save them.
That was an underwhelming relocate.
It was just too late, right?
Yeah.
Like, right when he gets gripped, you either have to go or just not go. Like, I feel you just don't go. Just let him die.
I mean, I think also the plan was set up poorly. I think having the Monkey King down in this bottom lane with Doom, that's an easy tower to take. But this top tower,
Yeah.
it's much harder.
You have Shrine and Tower to TP2. Even Tier 2 is pretty damn close.
Not going to be able to stop the Monkey King. He jumps on Rubik immediately. Will be able to pick up the Jingu stacks, so it's Thunder Predator this time who try and push a tower on our Rebuked.
Ember already has the Maelstrom. 12-minute treads Maelstrom bottle one. Dude, he's by far the most farmed in the game, too. Holy smokes.
Yeah,
I knew he's farmed, but
Wisp is going to have a real bad time with that.
yeah, I don't know. This is Wisp. I don't know. I'm just not feeling too good about Infamous anymore because they've shown they don't really, right, when you play IO Gyro, you want to play 3 on the map. Those 2 farm another lane. They can TP in. But they haven't really, like, done it.
Huh?
Check Dota TV.
Oh.
For your sound, I think.
I see.
So we said that
It's too late. We're in.
at the beginning of the
Dire's
game
middle tower is under
that the
attack.
Ember, it was a good Ember game overall.
Yes.
It
If
was
he
just
gets
going to
past
be,
laning
yeah.
phase.
And he's definitely gone past laning phase.
Radiant's top tower
And
is
the
under
dual lane
attack.
plus the fact that he got that solo kill helped him out so much.
Who has the better
Radiant
team fight?
structures are fortified.
I think Thunder Predator do because I think it's easier for them to start the fight. Like I think team fight is almost always predicated by like who can get the jump.
Yeah.
And Earthshaker plus Bane, Rubik, almost all of their heroes have a way to start a fight. Whereas if you look at Infamous, how are you going to start fights?
You want to be on the back foot, which isn't good.
Yeah.
Plus, their damage is really fast, so it's hard to get an appropriately timed relocate. Like we saw from that last fight, right? The Monkey King
Dire's
died
middle tower is
so
under
fast.
attack.
That's going to happen a lot as soon as they get this Blink Dagger for Frank.
Yeah. Which is why I thought
Radiant are
Infamous,
scanning.
they needed to have such a sick laning phase. Which I thought they were going to
Yeah,
have.
I thought they were. Like, the first 3 minutes, I think they were. I don't know what happened.
And so now they're trying to make plays, but without these like
Dire are scanning.
setups. I think their only killing hero on the map right now is Doom. And when you usually have Wisp, you want multiple heroes on the map to be able to just set up for you. You know, like a Bane catches a guy with a sleep, and then everyone just comes in.
Can I just say, you don't hang out this area as a monkey. You hang up on this area, right? This is high ground.
Do you not get... Wait.
I see you if I'm on high ground. Right?
Bottom tower is under attack.
Okay.
Did he get the Doom?
They are going to be able to get the Doom off. Attune is going to try and get away
this.
to the trees, but they're going to try and chase him down. Oh, but a big hit from Frank with the Blink Dagger in. Lockdown 2. They do have the relocate coming in for the Gyrocopter. He's locked in by the Fiend's Grip, but Prada is unable to finish up the kill on Papita. Ember Spirit's going to have to chase him down and jump away. Well, Rubik, he stole the monkey dance, tree dance, so he'll be able to get away.
So that's once again 2 cores for, yes, you got the Slark kill.
But it costed you Doom.
Yeah.
And you only
And
got a
relocate.
Rubik. Yeah, it costed you everything. I was about to say, I was like, I don't think you dive here. Like, you might just give up the Doom, honestly, but I think they thought Io Gyro was maybe stronger than that. Because it didn't feel like they did anything when they relocated in, even. Like, they just didn't do damage. Do you just go Shiva's next on Ember? Or no, do you have to get more damage?
I think you might consider going Lincoln's.
Alright, you already saw it up on the clip.
I didn't.
He's got Shadow Shaman. He's got to be afraid.
Dude,
of
I always say
instant lockdown.
I always say Doom Link or Ember Lincoln's. Remember that game? We were watching together, Austin, on stream.
Yeah.
I said he should get Lincoln's. I think Ember Lincoln's is straight up broke.
Why?
Because if you don't get gone on like with the first step, it's so easy for him to get out. It's like impossible to catch him unless you have some sort of AoE.
Yeah.
And if you look at Infamous, like they only have single target.
Well, they have this. This is the only stun they can get on.
Yeah, like you boundless strike and that's about it. But there's no follow up to that. Like you should almost always be able to remnant out in this game, which is why I thought it was going to be a good Ember game. But he overperformed for sure. So this is how they set up.
Oh, Matthew's ready. Nope. I don't know. I think Thunder Predator, if they just play the map like they're doing right now for the next like 5-10 minutes, they just get ahead, get Roche, and can win this game. But Infamous, I mean, neither team really wants to just go straight into Roche. Neither team actually takes that quick. Dire takes it way quicker. I guess that's Radiant's problem. They have a really blind map. Like Dire does. Dire has no wards down. You're seeing what?
Schofield left behind as Prada managed to get the Nightmare onto Tomato. They're going to try and mass TP in to stop this one, but Tomato's already dead before Moose can actually get there to stop this disable, and now he's going to pay the price as well. Papita, tanky Papita next to the Monkey King. They might be able to pick up a couple kills here as Jaimari doesn't have another spirit to be able to jump away to, so if they get the lockdown, they might be able to catch him here, but Frank is going to escort Jaimari away, make sure that the bigger carry gets out of here. Does have an Echo Slam up in 2 seconds with a Blink Dagger. Blink Dagger was up, but he doesn't manage to get it off in time. Instead, he gets doomed. But he does manage to save Jaimari. In fact, Jaimari's going to come back in. They're going to go for Papita because Matthew stole the Doom, and Earthshaker's still making it away. The Doom will take him out eventually here. Whisper will cut down the tree to make sure he finally does die. They paid a nasty price for that one, though. Maybe Matthew. Maybe this will help rectify things a little bit, but there goes Schofield. He's dead. Whisper has the Boundless Strike to finish off the Rubik. He lands it. A big trade-off back and forth, but it looked like Infamous. Oh. Especially if they lose Whisper here.
Grip? He does not.
He does not have grip. But maybe with the Ember Spirit coming in, they can still shackle him down, manage to get off the ultimate, but Attune can commit. He had some magic damage to burst down the Monkey King. And now that is definitely a bad fight for Infamous.
Dude, the Bane, the Enfeeble into the Bolas, it literally just lasted like 6 seconds. And it's level 1.
Yeah.
That's actually, I don't know, Bane's going to be one of those weird heroes. You're like, how do I actually skill him? He actually has 3 good skills now.
I think at the very least, people should be getting this value. Level
it's like
1.
34%?
Absolutely, 36.
Yeah, 36%.
And the attack speed.
That's some real level 1 value right there.
It is. Yeah, I don't know. Do you... Max Nightmare is always good. It really is.
I think you have to max Sap, and Nightmare, the cast range increases. So when you don't have Fiend's Grip, it's important.
I think his build is bad. Papita already down at half health, hits a good Centaur stun, but Jesus, that was so much damage.
They should Roche maybe.
For the double damage?
Yeah, maybe you can do it. You can just run at them too.
Thunder Predators has Infamous. I mean, they 2-0'd him yesterday, and they're definitely looking like they just look like the stronger team. Like, and they even gave away Wisp first pick. When you're winning this big against a Wisp first pick, you're like, well, guess what? They can't do this next game. They just can't.
They won lanes that they weren't necessarily supposed to win.
Yeah.
And more importantly, like, I think the important part too is that they're just better at team fighting.
They are. Like, that's what we talked about earlier. Infamous just, I don't know. Like, I think they're a good individual player. They just don't ever play as a team, though. Even when they are doing these team fights, like, IO Gyro's not getting kills. Like, shouldn't they be getting kills?
No. I think it goes back to the point that they don't really have ways to set up for their IO Gyro. Like, you can't just pick IO Gyro as like it's broken. You need some way to set up fights around the map so that the IO Gyro can come in while they're farming the opposite side of the map and pushing somewhere out, so they can just double up on efficiency. Like, if you're not utilizing the Gyro to fight on top of his farm, like that's what makes it broken, right? That he can do both, and you're not really seeing that here.
They did 3-man smoke down here, but a bit timid just because they know the Monkey King was somewhere in the trees. So they got a scan on him.
420. Sorry, this is Ember. He has Lincoln's at 420 as well.
Bean script, Jaimari joins him as well. Shadow Shaman got spotted out.
Why didn't the Ember want to hit him? He just didn't want to. He wanted to give him the +1 agility or something.
Yeah.
How does it work?
You have to be in 300 range, I think.
Yeah. Hit him. I thought like you had to attack him. The Ember just like didn't attack him. He's like, I'll just farm creeps. That one works. I mean, they're running over him. It's only 4K, but it feels like so much more.
Yeah, the Slark has a Midas.
Yeah, what do you think about that Midas?
I mean, he probably has no pressure in this game to do anything. Honestly, like his team was winning fights without him.
Yeah.
That's still why.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree too. I don't think it was necessary, but just farm more.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm pretty sure. Do they win this late game?
I think so. So now they're gonna Roshan.
It's just gonna be like IO Gyro versus the world, right? At a certain point, like Doom, if he gets it off, and that's about it.
And IO's already gonna have a hard game against Earthshaker and Ember Spirit. So,
I mean, the big spike is IO's 15, and IO's nowhere near 15.
Yeah,
that's definitely feels really bad.
Ways away. Fortunately for them, apparently Thunder Predator misjudged their strength in taking Roshan.
Now we're good. I was about to say, like, you guys don't take it at all. Like, the Gyro team might be able to, but neither team can.
Yeah, I guess
Roche.
Ember Slark is. They don't do anything against it.
No. And you just have an Earthshaker. Okay.
They have no minus armor on their team as well.
Yeah, people have gone away from just getting the raw medallion. Like, Puppy still does it, but no one else really does it. They could have took Roche with just, like, one medallion, too.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
With the Shadow Shaman wards that they had stolen. Should have been.
How did you guys watch any of the Pain X games?
No.
Okay.
No, we just casted
the other
Playmakers versus Pain, and Pain versus who's the first matchup that we cast? It was pretty close.
Young was over there. Was that game or no?
No, it wasn't that game.
I don't know. I just right? Because Pain X technically placed higher than Pain at the major. I was just wondering, like, are they on the same level? Or are they not? Does one of the teams have a chance of going against them?
I'm not sure. I didn't get to see the other set of games. Pain didn't look invincible. The first game that we cast, it was pretty close.
Yeah.
Damn. Now I really want to know who it was, but.
Prada and Jaimari on the hunt right now. Papita
double.
Had a Shadow Blade, but gets caught by the Fiend's Grip first. Smooth's going to be able to lock down the Ember Spirit. They're going to be able to get the Doom on the Ember Spirit, but there's so many from Thunder Predator here. The full 5-man is in effect, and Jaimari, well, he's definitely going to die, but maybe they can deny him. Oh, never mind. Monkey King snipes him from the trees with the Boundless Strike.
And the courier goes down.
Did Monkey get... He got the courier too? Wow. That's pretty good.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Because at least Gyro's farming, right? Gyro and IO just buy time for their... Like, you don't want to take it super late, but you do want them to be, like, farmed for the next fight.
The funny part is that Jaimari didn't have to die there.
Yeah, he went in, right? He could have just bulleted him, waited for the rest of his team to go in. Like, he definitely just like, I need this, I'm God. Like, wait, how much gold did Monkey King get? Sorry.
1,382.
Yeah, like, we talk about it, like, he shouldn't have died. He really shouldn't have died there. Like, he could have just waited for his team. Instead, he gives up he gave up a BKB, a full BKB.
He remnanted into both the heroes.
And then just got ward trapped.
It was alright.
Ward trap's so funny now. There's such a big hole in the middle.
Schofield going to be picked off here. Doesn't have the tether up.
God. And the fact that it's permanent 1 agility now just feels so much worse.
Yeah. Does tether work against Pounce?
No, it does not.
It doesn't,
get you
right?
out.
Yeah. That's weird though, because Force Staff works, right?
Yeah.
So I would think that tether would be like Force Staff.
Maybe it's like a certain range or so. I don't know. I've watched a couple pubs and like max range it didn't work. It tethered for a second, it canceled. It was really weird. That's the problem. If you don't have Roshan hitters, you don't have building hitters either, normally. And that's Radiant's thing. They just have to like win team fights and then push buildings.
Dire's top tower
They do this
is
so
under
slow.
attack. Dire's structures
The good part
are
though is that their team fight is strong.
Yeah. This guy's a BKB. He's BKB and Lincoln's. Do you have to?
I guess he fears Fiend's Grip.
I think I'm kind of the opposite of you. I think Lincoln's one of the most overrated items that carry players
Dire's
think about.
top tower is under
I agree on
attack.
Ember. It's good this game. Well, he's dead, and they wasted wards, I think.
Whisper, boundless strength, but
We're not going to make a fight of this.
so instead they're just gonna head into the Radiant jungle. They're tier 2. It's gonna be
Dire's
forfeited.
top tower is under attack.
God, you have to be so happy if you're a
Dire's
two in this
top
game. He's
tower
actually
has
like just
fallen.
really, he's come to what, like 2 or 3 team fights, like the last one there. He just gets a couple agility. He's just been free farm with the Midas. This is a carry player's true dream.
Yeah, he's been able to pretty much do what he wants.
And he looks at his middle, right? He's like, wait, you're not under farmed? Oh, that's great. Like, right? Most carry players like, oh, I'll just carry. But he's like, wait, we have 2 people owning? Sure.
Jarmar, you won mid?
Nice. It's been a bit, but you did it. Thanks, Rubik. Man, Earthshaker just got his
Dire
talent.
are scanning.
How underleveled is Earthshaker? Sorry. Level 13.
He's less
Ugh.
than the Rubik.
Yeah.
I think that's
Drafted-
normal with like Earthshaker Rubik, so.
Hey, he was a solo offlane Earthshaker. If I'm gonna forgive anyone for being underleveled in this game,
Versus
probably
IO
him,
Gyro.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll forgive you.
you're
Just
good,
hit
Frank.
a 6 stun, yeah. He did have that sick Blink Echo at the top tier too. Got him killed. I don't know. Is this going to be enough? It's literally, I think if IO gets 15, they take 1 fight and lose the fight, they just lose the game. Like, they have to win with that Gyro, with his next item in the IO 15.
Oh, you know what? I just realized they have Bane Rubik on the same team.
Ah.
So they've got the like 15-second sleep or whatever.
Yes.
If you enfeeble and have max start supremacy,
I'm ready.
it trips you out when you're Rubik and you telekinesis and it doesn't toss down.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
as quick
yeah.
as they're just floating
just-
there for
yeah.
so long.
I heard a lot of, like, every support thinks Rubik's really good this patch. I think we're going to
Yeah.
see a lot more, like, first pick out of him and stuff. So, Cap, you still in the offlane thing? You still an offlane player?
Yeah. I play either support or offlane based off of.
Oh, Echo Slam is going to be able to hit 2 of them. Moose actually gets out the Hex, though. Frank's not able to complete his full combination here, but the Ember Spirit will manage to finish off the Shadow Shot with the Force Staff. Gets Frank to the low ground against those double BKBs. Infamous have committed so much, but a
Nice
Fisher block is
block.
going to allow Frank to be
Wow.
able to get a little farther away. Whisper comes in, dodges that Enchant Totem hit, and is now slept up. Woken up by the Wisp, though, but
the
now
Wisp.
wanders into the Fiend Script, and they don't have anybody to be able to stop that. He's just locked in. Skullfield's going to be gone on by a Toon, and
over.
Monkey King's left all by himself. Infamous, full retreat.
Radiant's top tower
So
is
now you
under
know
attack.
why the Gyro wants to get a Lincoln's. Because
Yeah.
nobody on his team can stop.
Yeah.
If Monkey King gets gripped, they have no long range ability to stop the grip.
But is it even enough? Like, Thunder Predator just has, like, they just have so much abilities, right? Bane can take it off with 4 different spells. Rubik can take it off with, like,
Dire's
2 or
middle
3.
tower is under attack.
I don't know. Maybe this wasn't an out draft. Maybe I was just wrong.
When it came to what?
Just the draft in general. I
Dire's
think
middle
Infamous could have
tower
played, but
has
like watching
fallen.
Thunder Predator play, they actually play as a team.
Yeah.
Like, how did they that was a pretty high skill play. Like, hey, one of our guys died. 3 of us are running away. Ember already remnanted out. Hey, they can TP back to the shrine. We can actually take this fight. And then the Slark one on the back, right, killed the IO while they gripped the guy in front. Just like a really good team fight.
No, they're.
That was a really good
I agree with you. I think they're really smart with how they approach fights too. Like the only real mistake that I saw this game was when Jamari kind of YOLO'd in.
Yeah.
But even then, like he's had an excellent game.
Yeah, you get 1 if you're playing that good, I guess.
Oh, Matthew.
Oh,
Oh,
What?
he's a little chicken roosting on the tree.
Got the vision.
Has
Drop those
fallen
eggs.
to the Radiant.
Vision. Did you know touching a bird's eggs just kills it? Or something like that, right?
What? What?
Like the
Is that
bird
real?
egg, yeah, like it's like a butterfly in human skin, right? Like you don't want butterflies to touch the oil on your hand or whatever, 'cause it like
just-
kills them.
It just straight up kills him.
And I think it does, like touching a bird egg does. I would have to look it up, but I heard that.
So if I'm
Just Grant's fun.
if
fact.
I see like an egg that has like a chicken inside it, I don't want to touch it. It'll
Yeah,
just
probably
kill
not.
them.
I mean, why are you looking? I mean, where are you going to see?
Nice grab from the Rubik. They will be able to stop Whisper from re-entry dancing, but now he's going to be Fiend's Grip before the ultimate goes off. Stopped by Papita. Now he gets it off, so the Bane is going to be surrounded by all these Monkey King statues, but that Doom gets ripped apart by Attune, and Whisper, he's going to be up next. Even if he does kill the Bane, Attune's trying to chase him down, now gives up chase. He still has that Aegis, though, so Tomato cannot overcommit for this one. Earthshaker trapped in the trees, who got doomed earlier, does manage to get the Force Staff as the Doom wears out. Now the Fisher locking down the 2, carries the jump with the Echo Slam, and now the jump in from Jaimari. Schofield's dead as well. Tomato, he's the last one left alive with his BKB going, but it's soon to be faded. He's just trying to get back to base desperately, but Jaimari's going to lock him down, and there is the GG from Infamous.
That is a team
ending
fight.
On a godlike spree for Attune.
That's where like having a good Rubik player feels good too, right? You have Matthew clear. He gets the ward steal. He gets an instant disable steal. I don't know. They outplayed him. Do they just have their number?
He grabbed Monkey King like mid tree dance with the telekinesis.
Sick.
He's like, oh, you're not getting away.
I don't know. They just seem to be a better team. I mean, they 2-0'd him yesterday. One of the they were both like 30-minute games. Once again, right? Thunder just runs over them. I don't know. They look like a good team, and Infamous, they just look shaky.
I think that Infamous, you all in on the lanes, but I would have liked if they just had one way to set up for the IO relocate, because we never really saw it come into play.
So instead of Doom, you wanted a Blink, just a regular old Blink initiator.
Yeah, just like some guy that can go in. Like Moose was not going to get there.
No.
There's no point in this game where Moose was like, you know what, guys, I got Blink. I'm farmed as hell.
Blink Ags. Let's get in there.
And Monkey King's stun doesn't last long enough either.
Yeah, like, how many times did you see relocate that game?
We twice top, right? At
yeah.
Tier 1 and Tier 2, like, respectively. And there might have been one other time, and that's it.
Normally, when you see the impact of that, like at TI when you saw it, it was like, it felt like they were everywhere at all times.
Yeah. I don't know. This is just good for Thunder Predator, right? Because, like, you're okay giving up first pick again to Infamous, because if they pick IO, like, you can beat it. Easily, too. I don't know. Just gives you a little bit more of an advantage in the drafting phase.
Jaimari MVP.
Yeah, I'll give it to him. I'll give half to Frank. Frank did the most with the least.
Yeah.
Had the least farm, then that, right, he turns it around, kills the Monkey King that last fight. I mean, they all played good, but I agree, Jaimari just owning middle. I think he was on Ember when he did it last qualifier, too. Maybe just an Ember player.
All right, well, that's it for game number 1. We're going to take a short break and be back with game 2 of Thunder Predator versus Infamous Gaming.
Hype.